Hola, hola. Es el segundo día jugando What Remains with Edith Finch. Vamos a continuar desde donde me quedé la vez pasada. Se supone que esta es la exploración a la historia de el segundo, bueno, básicamente el tercer familiar, porque ya tocamos el tema de la niña gato, del abuelo pirata, y este sería el tercero, que al parecer es un niño soldado o astronauta, algo así. Así que, pues, adelante. Ok.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Sabía que el abuelo Sam tenía un hermano gemelo, Calvin. Ok.
And that he never talked about him.
Y que nunca hablaba de él.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Supongo que a mi abuelo las historias del pasado le gustaban tan poco como a mi madre. Calvin. Del 50 al 61. 11 años.
How I Want to
¿Cómo
Remember
quiero
My
recordar a mi
Brother
hermano?
by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Que lo controlo yo. Ok.
My brother said he'd die before he ate
Mi
another
hermano dijo que
mushroom.
moriría antes de
And he
comerse
did.
otro champiñón. Y así fue. Hostias.
At Barbara's funeral, we
En
swore
el funeral de
we'd
Bárbara
never be afraid
juramos
again.
de Bárbara
And he
que
wasn't.
nunca tendríamos miedo. Y no lo tuvo.
I think Calvin always
Creo que Calvin
wanted to
siempre
fly.
quiso volar. Me lo veo venir. Me lo veo venir.
Dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Bueno, pues ese era Kelvin. Calvin.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar.
La historia de Calvin
When I was
resultaba
younger, I
extrañamente
remember
familiar.
trying to do
Recuerdo
the
que hace
exact
unos
same
años
thing.
intenté hacer lo mismo. Ok, de momento llevamos a Edith, que es pues la protagonista, a Molly, la niña gato, al abuelo Odín y a Dawn. No, a Calvin. Dawn no, a Calvin. Ok. Faltan algunos.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's
Después del
half of the room.
funeral, Eddie Acordonó la mitad del dormitorio de Calvin. Espera, ¿eso es panza? Es Edith. No estar embarazada, ¿no? Hombre, estar embarazada en una casa tan peligrosa como esta no creo que sea la mejor idea. Además dijo que tenía, ¿qué? 17 años. Joder, la juventud.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted
Mi
at
madre
18
dijo que el
and
abuelo
never
Sam
set foot in the
se
room
alistó a
again.
los 18 y jamás volvió a pisar la habitación. Oh, perro. Pues que hay en esta casa, los secretos del Vaticano.
The passages were a pretty
Los
tight fit.
pasadizos eran muy estrechos.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands
Evidentemente
and
había sido
bellies.
construido para manos y tripas más pequeñas. Sí, bueno, y panzona, pues menos vas a caber. ¿Y acá qué hay? La madre, me espantó ese.
Growing
Me
up,
espantó.
I always thought of
Durante mi
Barbara as a
infancia siempre
child
vi a
star.
Bárbara como una estrella infantil. Bárbara era famosa. Pie grande. Estatuillas. Bárbara Finch. My friend Bigfoot. Vaya, vaya. Uy,
I never thought about how hard it must have been for
nunca
her
pensé en lo
afterwards.
duro que debió ser después para ella. Solo tuvo un éxito. Y después quedó en el olvido. Como muchas. Y muchos. ¿1944? 1960. ¿Cuánto es eso? ¿Unos 16 años? ¿Qué es esto? Ritual Stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death,
De todas las
I'm
historias
surprised
que
Edie
escribió la
saved
gente
this
sobre el
one.
mordedor oro, me sorprende que Eddie guardara esta.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child
Bárbara era
star,
una estrella
Barbara was famous for her screams.
famosa por sus gritos.
Now at
Y
16,
ahora
she
con
was all
16
washed
años
up,
estaba
a
acabada,
has-been.
una estrella apagada.
But in a lucky break,
Pero la
she'd been
fortuna
asked to
parecía
perform
volver a
her
sonreír,
signature
pues le habían
scream at
pedido
a
que hiciera
local
su
convention
espectacular
for
grito
monster
en una
movie
convención
fans.
local de
It was
aficionados
just
a las
the
películas
boost
de
her
monstruos.
career
Era justo el empujón que necesitaba.
Unfortunately, the
Lamentablemente
scream
el paso del
hadn't
tiempo no
aged
había
well.
favorecido nada a su grito. ¡A la madre!
Getting better. I think you just need the right
Creo que solo
motivation.
necesitas una
Her
motivación
biggest
adecuada. Su
fan
mayor fan
and
y
current
su novio,
boyfriend,
Rick,
Rick,
estaba a
was about
punto de
to
demostrarlo
demonstrate
cuando...
when...
Now that was a great scream.
Eso sí que era un
It
gran
was
grito.
Barbara's father,
Pues
Sam.
el
He'd
padre de
slipped into
Bárbara
a
que había
table saw
resbalado
and had
en
to be
una
rushed to
sierra
the
de mesa y
emergency
se lo habían
room.
tenido que llevar a
So Barbara
urgencias.
got stuck
La chica
babysitting her
Bárbara se tuvo que
youngest
quedar
brother,
cuidando de
Walter.
Walter, su
Her
hermano
convention comeback
pequeño.
was
Su
cancelled.
regreso en la convención se canceló.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him. Right on
Police.
cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Ay, no, yo me conozco esa cancioncita. Bueno.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Empaló y después enrolló a su familia. Una noche como esta hace 10 años. Joder.
Oh, Finch rattled and grew still.
La nevera empezó a crujir y a revolverse.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was
No se alcanzan a leer los subtítulos, güey.
fell asleep.
En las viñetas salen los bueno, está subtitulado.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Es el juego de What Remains with Edith Finch. básicamente lo que tiene que hacer la protagonista Edith es investigar en la casa en la que vivió cuando era pequeña y descifrar los misterios de su familia. Su familia básicamente está salada, güey. Tienen muy mala suerte. La mayoría muere de forma trágica y pues ella es la única sobreviviente al momento, así que trata de averiguar cuál es el motivo por el que su familia pues le va de la chingada. Y ahorita estamos en el misterio de la muerte de no me acuerdo cómo se llamaba esa niña. Si es que era una morrita que era famosa. Ok, continúo. Se viene los 12 minutos. Como madre, pendejo estúpido. Yo creo que mejor aquí le dejo. Walter. Walter. Walter había desaparecido, pero la radio de su mesita de noche
Orca's Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Igual podrían dejarlas.
I returned, saw the hookman, and
yo al hombre del gancho y
was speechless.
Sabía que era
He
eso.
was quite smashing. And there he was.
Uy,
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
venga, ahora tiene que... ¿Qué pasó?
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the third-floor stairs on the night we left. It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key. Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can. I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant. I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Llevo como
These
5
memories are gonna last a
minutos
lifetime.
muteado y he estado hablando como estúpido.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What? It's too early, Dad.
¿Qué estás viendo?
Okay.
¡Ey!
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Fin de semana, ¿verdad?
I will never forget this
No,
weekend,
eso
Dad.
sí, muy mal.
That's the spirit. Smile, Dawn. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Bueno, a ver, básicamente lo que explicaba cuando estaba muteado era un poquito de la historia de esta familia. Una familia bastante
You're right, Dad.
desafortunada,
It's
en
starting
donde
to clear up.
todos tienen un
Still
final
freezing,
muy
though.
trágico, bastante misterioso. La mayoría muere a temprana edad. Y básicamente lo que llevamos de momento es lo siguiente. Nuestra protagonista, Edith Finch, regresa a su casa después de muchos años de haberse ido junto con su madre, y pues me parece que ya solo ella y su madre. Regresa para tratar de descubrir cuál es el motivo por el que su familia pues básicamente tiene tan mala suerte en la vida, porque están tan salados. Y lo que llevamos de momento es, hemos explorado la historia de Molly, una niña con un final bastante curioso. Al parecer al principio era una niña que se transformó en gato, pero terminó transformada en una especie de pulpo o criatura marina. El siguiente fue Calvin, que era un niño al que le gustaban los astronautas, siempre soñó con volar y terminó lanzándose por un risco en su columpio. Después está Bárbara, que participó en una película. Fue famosa por esa película, pero bueno, no llegó muy lejos en su vida como actriz. Tuvo un final bastante misterioso, nunca se encontró su cuerpo. Y después estuvo el tío Walter, que murió arrollado por un tren. No tiene mucha complicación su muerte, la verdad. Y Odín podríamos decir que es el abuelo de todos ellos, es como el ancestro de la familia Finch. Entonces básicamente Eddie regresa a su casa después de muchos años, porque al parecer está embarazada y está escribiendo un diario para pues, su futuro bebé, no sé si sea niño o niña, para que este o esta sepa y conozca la historia de su familia una vez lea el diario.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Grandpa's Fen taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
El culete.
Let's see. Maybe. Was it? Could have been.
No, no sé qué hay que fotografiar. No, ni idea. Pistas, necesito pistas. Joder, y no me da ninguna pista. Voy a acabar el rollo aquí. Y todavía no sé qué es lo que hay que hacer. Debe ser el abuelo este porque no se mueve.